Okay, welcome back, and in this part I'm going to show you how to make the ship actually shoot. So I've got my player ship selected. I'm going to go to Events, and I'm going to add a new event, and this time what we want is we want to press a key on the keyboard and have the player spawn or create the laser actor. So we're going to go ahead and go down here to Add Event, Input, and we're going to choose the very first one that says Keyboard. So we're going to say when control, and we're going to choose action 1 and say OK. So when action 1 is pressed, then it's going to do something. So we're going to come over here to the far right, and we're going to choose Scenes, and you'll see under the first button here called Actors, there's a category called Create Actors. So we're going to choose the very first one, first red one that says Create Actor Type at X, Y, at Front. So we're going to choose Actor Type, and it'll be laser. And we're going to go ahead now and set up the X and Y. And we're going to go ahead and instead of typing in a number, we're going to go ahead and click on the little downward arrow. And we're going to go ahead and choose, let's see. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and come here to the actor category. And we're going to go ahead and say X of actor. And then over here for the Y, I'm going to come back down here to actor and choose X of actor again. Now instead of actor, we want to change it to self. And I'll explain why in just a moment. And then we want to make sure that Y is set up to Y. So what's going to happen is when we press the key for action 1, it's going to create the laser actor at the X, the center of X of the player ship, which is the center of the player ship, and the Y of the player ship. So where it's going to show up is it's going to spawn right here in the middle of the player ship, and then it's right there. Now what we need to do then is we need to add some movement that's going to move it forward or upwards. And that's what we're going to do right now. So once we've got it at its spawn point, and we could have gone a little further and tell it to spawn right here at the tip of the laser blaster graphic, but with this graphic it's totally fine that it just spawn in the center. Okay, so now we're going to go back here to the actors category, and we're going to come here to motion again, and now we've got a category here called force, and you'll see that we've got a 3 here. We want to choose the very first one that says push. Right now it says push self gently. We're going to say push last created actor, and the last created actor was laser, so it's going to push the laser gently, and we're going to say sharply. And now we have to choose the X and Y coordinate and the speed. So for the X-axis, we want that to be 0. We don't want it to move on the 0 axis. We want it moving vertically. And for Y, we want it to move upward. So we want it to move in a negative direction. So we're just going to go ahead and say -1. Now you could type in -1 or -10 or -100. It's still going to move in the same direction. This is the little guy that controls how fast. And I'm going to go ahead and just start off with a force of 20. All of you game developers can go ahead and modify that however you want. Alright, so I'm going to pause the recording and I'll see you again when it is ready. Okay, so now if I go ahead and you'll see that I'm firing my lasers, so yay, but the lasers are hitting my ship and forcing my ship up into the sky, which made me happy at first, but then I sort of lost control of the ship. So basically when anything weird like that is happening, it's a collisions issue. So I'm going to go through and look at my collisions and see what the heck is going on. Alright, so I'm going to go to the player ship and I'm going to go to properties, and haha, right here you can see my ship is set up to be in the actors group and it should be in the players group. I'm going to go check my other actors, and my lasers, I forgot to do this before, is now in the correct group. and my enemy is now in the correct group. There we go. Okay, speaking of my enemy, I have not placed my enemy outside here, so I'm just going to go ahead and do 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so we're back, and I'm pressing the arrow keys, and the lasers are firing, so that's good. They're not affecting my ship. You can see that they in fact are affecting the enemy, so I need to take care of that. That will be taken care of in the next video. So the things to take care of in the next video are I need to fix the collision with the enemy. It shouldn't be pushing it away. And the lasers, when they hit the enemy, the laser actors should die. They should go away and no longer be tracked by the Stencil game engine. When the lasers miss the enemy and they go off screen, they should also die and go away and not be tracked by the Stencil game. And what does that mean? It means that they will not have to be counted and mathematically calculated, which means in the end our game will run much faster. So I will see you in the next part, and happy stenciling.